Hi team, greetings everyone. So in our previous session, we saw user management, roles management in all project level as well as individual project level. In today's session, we are going to see how to develop a simple script in FireFlink platform. So here I'm saying I'm going to develop a simple script. First thing is I have to navigate to the individual project. When we are talking about scripts, we should be in the individual project level. So all project level where we can create multiple projects. When I talk about scripts, we have to navigate to the individual project level so that we can create the scripts in that particular individual project. So as of now, we are working on Shopper Stack project. So I will navigate to the individual project level of Shopper Stack. So how do we do that? Just click on the project name, which will navigate us to the individual project level. So here, if you can see, in individual project level, in left navigation, we have multiple sections, but we are always landing in the test development. As I already told you, this is the area where we are going to develop the manual test cases, automation script, meaning that we are going to spend a lot of time in this section. So only to make it user friendly, FireFlink will always navigate in test development section when it is an individual project level. And here, before creating a simple script, here we need to understand the tree structure that is followed in the test development. Like what is this tree structure you are talking about? Now, if you can see, I cannot directly add an automation script or I cannot directly add a manual test case. First thing is I have to create a module. So here module is nothing but it is a collection of related test cases. Now let me take the example. So first of all, we are trying to automate the Shopper Stack application, right? Let me open the Shopper Stack application in a new tab. Let me open a new tab and let me give the URL of the Shopper Stack application. So this will take me to the Shopper Stack application. So here Shopper Stack application is loaded. So it's generally a e-commerce application just like our Amazon. So here when I say I want to purchase a product in the e-commerce application, first thing is I have to be a registered user of that particular platform, correct? So that we can purchase the products online. So here when I say the Shopper Stack application is an e-commerce application, obviously I have to register myself as a user under this particular application, right? So in that case, what I have to do? First thing is it is landing in the welcome page. If you can see, this is the welcome page which is showing me all the products of the application, and it is displaying the text as welcome to Shopper Stack, enjoy shopping with us, and it is giving me an option to log in. Let me just click on this login, and it is navigating me to the login page now where I can enter the email ID and password and click on login, which will navigate me to the home page. Now I don't have an account in this particular application. So for that, first I need to create an account, right? If you can see, there is a separate option called as create account button. I'll just click on it. So once I click on it, if you can see, I have an option to sign up. So using this sign up option, I have to register myself as a user under this particular application. Then only I can purchase the products from this application. So here when I say e-commerce application, can I say the workflow of this application from the end user point of view? My workflow will be starting with the registration. So first thing is I have to register myself as a user in this application, and then I have to go for the login, and then I have to go for the products, and then I have to start buying the products. So here the workflow will be starting with the registration process. Now here, can I consider registration as one of the module of this application? Why? Because in this application, without registering as a user, I cannot buy any of the product in this particular application. That is how the application is developed. So here I am going to consider the registration process as one module here. Now, when I say module, how do we create a module in FireFlink? Just go to FireFlink platform, and here first thing is we have to create a module. And according to the application whichever we have taken, Shopper Stack, what is the first module? A registration module, right? So here first we have to create a module. So how do we do that? Just click on this plus module button, and here you have to enter the name of the module. So in our case, in Shopper Stack, it is registration. So I'll just keep the name as registration. So I have given the name. It is asking for description. If I want to give, if I want to give, I can give it, or else it is not mandatory. We can leave it blank. And here, if you can see, parent module, by default it is taken as root module. How it is automatically taking it as root module? And here, if you can see, always the tree structure will be starting with root module. So since I am creating my first module, it is taking the root module as a parent module. And let me just click on create now. So once I click on create, the module will be getting created. I will be getting a success message also. So now the module is created. So under this module, I can add the automation script or manual test case. Like what if I want multiple modules under this particular module? Say for example, I have sub modules. Let us explore the application once again. Let me go to Shopper Stack and let me navigate back. So once I'm in login page, in the left hand navigation, if you can see, there is shopper login, merchant login and admin login. So when there is 3 different logins, can I expect 3 different registrations? Now we are in shopper login. Let me just click on merchant login. So now when I click on merchant login page is displaying and I have an option to create an account, meaning that I can register myself as a merchant. When I click on admin login page is displaying, and here also we have create account button, meaning that I can register myself as a admin. So here when it comes to 3 different logins, so there is a process of 3 different registrations. So here in this application, we have 3 different registrations. So one is shopper registration, merchant and admin. So now I have created a common module called as registration. And in registration, we have 3 different modules. One is shopper registration, one is merchant registration, one is admin registration. Now I'll be writing the test cases for separate modules, correct? Now when I go to Shopper Stack application, I have to write the test cases which is related to shopper registration. Now I have to write the test cases which is related to merchant registration. Again for admin registration. So I can write them under this particular registration module only, but I want to differentiate the shopper registration, admin registration and merchant registration. So what I'm going to do in the sense, I'm going to create sub modules for this registration module. So how do we do that? So when I say sub module, this registration module should be the parent. So now there are 2 options for me to create the sub modules. One is I can click on this plus module button over here. So which is giving me the same create module pop-up, and I have to give the name. So here I will give the name as shopper. Since I want to create a submodule called as shopper under registration, I am giving the name as shopper. It is asking for parent module. Choose the parent module. So this shopper module should come under which module? Registration, right? So here I'll just click on this choose module, and I will not select root module because I want the shopper module to come under registration. So I'll select registration and I'll click on select. So now if you can see, parent module is registration, and if I want to change it, there is an icon for changing it also, means replace icon is there. You can just click on this replace, and if you want to change it, you can change it. Since I'm not going to change it now, let me just cancel this and let me just click on create. So this will create the module shopper under which module? Registration module. So if you can see, there is a expand icon. I'll just click on this expand icon where it is giving me the shopper module. So here under registration, I have successfully created a shopper. Now I said there are 2 ways, right? One is using this plus module button. What about the other way? So under this registration, I want to create one more module, right? Like merchant and admin. So what I will do, I'll click on the plus button. I'll just click on this plus button where I have multiple options: add module, add automation script, add manual test case. So in my case, I want add a module. I'll just click on this add module, and again it is giving me the same pop-up create module. I'll just enter the name as merchant since I want to create the merchant module under registration, and here by default is taking parent module as registration. Why? Because I was using the plus button which was parallel to the registration module. I'll just click on create now. So this is also going to create the merchant module under registration. So there are 2 ways of creating your submodules. One is using this plus module button where you have to give the module, means parent module, and another one option is using this plus button. It will automatically take in the particular parent module. Now I want to create another one module called as admin under registration. So I used to prefer this plus button because it will automatically take the parent module. I'll just click on this plus button, add module, and here I'm supposed to give the name. I'll just say admin, and let me just click on create. So this is going to create the admin module under the registration module. Now under this registration, I have 3 different modules. One is shopper, merchant and admin. Now we can add the related test cases under shopper, related test cases under merchant, related test cases under admin, so that we can differentiate the registration with respect to the different modules: shopper, merchant and admin. Now we have seen how to add this submodules. And here the tree structure is always starting with root module, registration. Under registration, we have shopper, merchant, and admin. Like, why do we need this particular tree structure? First of all, so here, let me try to delete this particular registration module now. So there is a edit option, there is a delete option. So when I say edit, what we can edit? I'll just click on this edit button. We can edit the name of that particular module. Let me just cancel this. Now when I say delete, I'll just click on delete. I'm getting a warning message. You are not allowed to delete registration since it contains resources in it. So it is not deleted. It is saying you have resources in it. So now this registration module is acting as a container. This container is having three different resources: shopper, merchant, and admin. So these three resources are present. So when I delete these three resources, then only I can delete this container. Now, can I delete this shopper module? Yes. Let me try it. Let me just click on delete. And here if you can see warning, delete. Your data will be lost. Are you sure you want to delete shopper module? How do you want to proceed? If I click on delete, the particular module will be deleted. Why? Because, let me just cancel this. Under this module, do I have any kind of resource now? No. Under this module, I do not have any kind of resources. Like, what do you mean by resources? So this is a module, right? Under this module, I can add a sub module, or I can add the automation script, or I can add the manual test case. If I add any kind of resource inside this module, what is going to happen? This module becomes a container. So this container cannot be deleted unless the resources are deleted. So now you understand why we can't delete the registration and why we are able to delete shopper. Why? Because shopper is a resource now and registration is a container. So you cannot delete the container when the resource is present in it. Now let me try to add some more modules like login module, cart module, means search module, like different modules. Let me try to add them. So generally what we will do when we want to add a module which is actually a sub module, what we will do, we'll just click on the plus button of the respective module, right? So now I want to add a module which is not a sub module of registration. In that case, what I have to do, I have to just click on this plus module button, and here I have to give the name of the module. So once after the registration is done, what I have to do, I have to log in. So I have to create a module for login scenarios. So I'll just say login is my module name, and here I have to choose the parent module. I'll just click on choose parent module. Now login does not come under registration. It's a separate module only. So what I will do, I'll select the root module as a parent module, and I'll just click on select, and I'll click on create, which will create the login module under root module. So now under root module we have registration, and under registration we have three different sub modules, and again under root module we have login. What if I want to create another one module which is not a sub module of login or registration, say for example cart module? So for that, what we will have to do, just click on this plus module button, give the module name, say for example cart, and choose the module as, means parent module as a root module. Just select the root module, select it, and create the same. We will discuss about the next topic in the next session. Thank you.